Once upon a time, there was a castle called ALBERTO National College, full of hard-working students with bright future who learned very well. They wanted to excel in everything they did and were helped by very involved teachers to get these students to succeed in life. This castle was known for the minds of geniuses who studied here and was an emblem of the colony that was part of the empire called the European Union. At this well-recognized castle, the children were taught, besides the information, to have respect for everybody around them when their learning period ended. Children were taught to respect and impress not only by their vast knowledge, but also by their education. They were taught that when they left the castle and even the colony, they needed to know how to behave and represent the castle and the colony they were coming from. Children were taught to fight for what they wanted and never miss an opportunity, but they were taught to fight only with intelligence. They were formed in such a way that they would never do differences when it comes to the entity, the religion, the color of their skin, or the colony from which it comes anybody around them, and they wished to receive it back. They wanted to be accepted for what they are in every corner of this empire. These children left the castle, wanted to grow as a person and develop the ability to communicate with other people because they were always open to learning something new about a culture or a religion. They wanted to feel at home and to be welcomed with open arms in any part of this empire because in their minds there was no concept of different, and for them everybody was the same, and this made them special. Although young and inexperienced children are aware that certain decisions directly affect their future, that's why they want their opinion to matter. If they are wrong, they want to be corrected, but not before they are listened to. Although they have the attention of the castle leader, who also presents himself as the director, and of the great administrative council, the young people aspire above. They want to be heard directly by the mayor's office and even by the education ministry. So they sat down and thought until they decided that they wanted the institution of the kingdom to have an each of us matters approach. That is why children believe that education leaders should make room in the agenda for direct hearings with those who benefit from education. The prince and princesses, the ladies and gentlemen from the court of the castle, ALBERTO National College, after a general assembly held by the king of the castle, conclude that he is interested in what is happening to the people of the land. This shows that no one is selfish. On the contrary, girls want to help girls in case of a war to shelter them, and boys support their brothers by sending reinforcements. But the problem cannot be just war. The people in the court can also help them with food in case of shortages, educational help by sending reading books or dictionaries. But for everyone, peace is an important word, and it represents us as a society trying every day to elevate any conflicts that arise even for ordinary citizens. Through these humanitarian actions, the inhabitants in the castle feel better and more helpful. They feel that they have a purpose and solidarity, and this helps us to keep our peace throughout the kingdom. As members of the great kingdom, every citizen has learned that change begins with him, and that if he sees any defect in another person, he sees his defect. And he must be honest with himself and acknowledge that he may have it too. Because of these facts, empathy and kindness, understanding, commitment and maturity when necessary, he maintained for many years the emotional and material well-being of the kingdom, and everyone was gentler and understanding with family, friends, neighbors, or simple strangers. And the wheel bends and the story ends.